Leave your bucket upside down at the very corner. I have some drips on the wall that you guys are really mad about, so I did mask my drip. This is pretty good. Don't have to go upside down this time. Pile in front of it, kind of control where it's going to be.
Right.
I feel like I drove a grader and some weird heavy equipment as a kid, so I always understood some of this stuff.
Right.
It's good.
It is kind of like running a dozer blade.
Just seeing people that don't understand that you can turn a blade and that you don't have to turn the whole vehicle.
Right.
You can control where a pile pushes off to the side. Drive at an 850 John Deere crawler and I had a D8 and I had to take care of all the snow up in Idaho for all the logging roads.
Oh, fun.
That's the kinds of things I plowed.
Yeah, logging roads are...
And in the summertime I could make new logging roads. So.
I used to drive a log truck, so...
Oh really? Yeah, that was what we grew up doing up in North Idaho on Montana.
I would actually haul a lot of logs into Montrose.
About 2 hours. Yeah. You can have about 2 hours of working time here, guys. Now that all depends on how long we get it out of the pail. So I know that bucket that's sitting there right there, that is my limiting factor. Because I know that bucket, if it sat there for like 30 more minutes, it could cut me down to saying 30 more minutes on the floor or 10 minutes on the floor maybe. So if that was, I would want to make sure that's never getting too hot before I poured it. If I want to keep my full 2 hour work time. Let me try this real quick. I just want to start out making sure this is really even. And sometimes cutting in is a little bit slower of a process because you're moving the head really slow. But remember, our speed of the head has a lot to do with the thickness of the layer. So this kind of the speed is what gauges our coating. And which is just fine. Cut in nice and slow and take your time. But then don't be afraid to kind of run this T-bar back up across. And if you notice, I'm just gauging my coating, going over some of the thin areas and whatnot. The metallics, if they're thinner, they'll look really thin. Nobody saw me touch that doorknob, the doorway. And you were doing perfect. I just want to kind of help you get it cleaned up so you know what to look for.
Right.
And then usually I take a little bit of time just trying to clean up the top of my pour. Clean up the side. I'll take quite a bit of time organizing what I'm about to do, because it just definitely makes my job go a little faster. Now just watch when you're walking back, because it is pretty much behind us here.
Light coloring it.
Yep, yeah, exactly. It's just thin. Which we'll have some of that later, but it'll be because we decoratively made it look
Right,
good.
decoratively made it look good.
Yeah.
And that first one is just because it was too thin right there.
Yep. And see that? I'm just going to come across this top now, and I'm not going to run down that side. And see, that's where somebody that does blood drive a plow blade or something is going to understand not to lose it off in that end. See if he does as good as they roll at it. So, we are applying we're applying Caribbean to our floor. This isn't a little epoxy floor. This is our 13 coat, so maybe it's not very lucky today. We don't believe in that. This is a class, so please come and join the class and ask any questions. Let us know where you're watching from. Hit the like, subscribe button, or whatever you want. Follow button. Is it the follow button you're supposed to hit? I don't understand.
Subscribe or follow.
I'm not that good at TikTok, but if you want to see these tips, they're not free, so definitely have to subscribe to us because you gotta see them every day. I want TikTok to remind you. But you're gonna see this class, $349 for 3 days. Then you get messy.
I'm getting messy on hard.
I'm just gonna take my time, and it's actually really easy. It's good practice to just be out here sometimes and get a feel for that product. See all the thick stuff I'm grabbing up there that doesn't need to be there? So just take, but if you want to practice the squeegee, don't keep pulling the pile at first. Now watch how much see how I'm cleaning that pile up, getting it really organized. See how little I'm cutting off every time? That'll make the job a lot easier. Now, if you notice out behind me now, I have a really smooth floor.
Yeah, I was going, where are you going?
Oh no, it just takes time. Now cut off less, see what he did, Ahmed grabbed it and tried to cut it 3 feet all at once.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too.
No, you're good. Just come back across it. Just keep going, because you did it again. Now, just don't pull your product. Go back out there. There's a way to angle this. You don't have to move the head to get this. Like, you don't have to move like this. You can just twist the head like this. So if I want to bring this tile, so just practice staying out here for a second, like that, and just stick it out sideways. I want you to do this. I want you to touch it. How do we make it look? I'll fix it. I'm totally kidding. I think it's got to be the best floor we've ever done. Thanks to you. So if you come to class, that will build up your self-esteem as well. He's actually a really cool dude. How many classes have you been through too?
Second one.
And you're always helping too. So I remember the last class you worked. I think everybody in the last class worked, but they weren't here. That's good. Now angle it. Yeah, that's good. Good. Really good. Keep it going.
I wanted up to do one little section.
Turn it a little. You can dump that pile towards you. Yeah. You're getting a hang for it. You just need more time on the floor. Now turn it back so you don't lose it all. Twist your head. Twist it to control it.
I've got those splits.
I know you're on a run like that, but where these dimples are, is that what you were explaining up on the board about not being?
Those. A lot of these dimples are just little air bubbles that pop.
You gonna want your alcohol bottles?
No, not right now.
Well, no, I know, but just in general, you can.
Oh yeah. You know, I'll probably do the backpack for this floor though.
Okay.
Then we'll all go to lunch and pretend we don't let the office switch really bad.
This will get it ready for you, that's all they want.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'll say if you want to do like a dirty pour, something on the top of the turtle, you can leave it like this, right? You can.
Oh yeah. Now, you want to be careful when you're doing a pattern, and this is kind of difficult. You have to be able to get the pattern with the other colors to get up all the way to your wall, or near your wall if that makes sense, or not at all, because I've seen a lot of people try to avoid their wall because they won't mask it off, or they have baseboards down or something they can't touch. So then the whole way through their floor, they're staying away from the wall, and you see this border around their whole entire job that looks really nasty. So you have to trowel every inch of your floor if you're doing a bunch of accent colors. Or at least do whatever pattern you do very thoughtfully the same. Oh, there we are. No, guess you're watching too close. See all my mistakes. I'll leave a few voids of just blue and just gold, and usually that you're gonna want, if you're doing like a decoration on a big job, you'll have one guy do this whole entire form because you don't want 2 or 3 different types of T-bar patterns through this floor. And I'm not worried about T-bar marks right now because I'm spraying a lot of alcohol. And this is a metallic. so it'll hide a lot of that. If I was not spraying heavy alcohol, I'd be getting really careful right now with how many stripes and how I left the stripes and what they look like.
Yeah.
That's why I come here.
I'm sorry, I'm not standing.
No worries. Looks really good.
I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think?
It's a learning goes. I like it. Can create that transition.
Yeah.
Right there.
Did you spray less alcohol because the more of the solid color looks throughout it?
Sometimes you just want to keep like a wood grain pattern or whatever. Sometimes you have such a perfectly swiped pattern or something that you don't want to disrupt it anymore.
I love the cheddar. That's
I like it.
Yeah, I like it like that. There's some homes over here.
So if you wanna like do the decal
Yeah.
on the floor, you do the vinyl, like, make
The vinyl decal?
Yeah, vinyl and just pour it over.
Pour it there right over it.
You might hold
No, just let it dry for a day or two. Because a lot of times if you put water in there, in those decals when you set them, they can, water can still be coming out of them. Yeah, just depending on if they set them like that. You guys. This is a workshop in our own office. Is there people worried about the walls? If people don't like this, you come to a workshop and you can pick colors. Because this is just gold on Caribbean, and it's not done yet. So wait till you see it washed with a little bit of alcohol. And don't worry, if you don't like it, I promise your mom already called her office and she's trying to get me to buy your house so I can actually do it right outside the bedroom door. She's okay with you have to help me step in. It'll work for me. Probably alcohol.
Tell them before you script rather than get wrong.
You know the customer here loves it. I'm not gonna walk out there. Slowly but surely, really well. Oh, it's actually.
No spray for sunrise.
Really popular party cafe in this bowl of tequila.
Oh boy.
There you go. There. That glitter, guys, it'll actually get more reflective with big droplets on it.
So it's whatever your taste. Yeah. In case by case.
Somebody says, hey, Nigel, it's raining.
What's in that color?
Yeah, a little bit of light turquoise.
Hi.
Say what? Are people?
They're like, you're spraying the walls.
It was just something that you, Michael.
Just pissing them off. Where's the moldings?
Look at this gold over. Yeah, now you guys see the gold, what's happening?
Yeah.
Now that's because I'm trying to spray really large droplets.
They look like dimples now, but they'll.
Yeah, they look like dimples, but I want to separate that gold. Okay, you guys, can you see that reflection out there? The difference?
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
A little bit of that light turquoise.
The green's coming through.
Oh yeah.
And this will continue to morph as it evaporates. So
Oh yeah.
that's my favorite part.
Powder. Yeah, we only do powder in this, ever. Only powder.
Alcohol evaporates and then it'll be.
Is there a ratio on that or?
Man, I think we leave it though. I don't think we do.
Thank you.